Welcome, friends. I want to show you how to work on the arms. You can also work on the hands from this position, though I have a specific video just for the hands. But this is stepping. Well, you can use your palms too, but basically what I'm going to show you is I'm going to compress the midline of the upper arm here, and then the midline of the forearm, underside of the forearm, and then the midline of it from the top. And I'm going to show you a really groovy stretch that transitions from arm face down to arm face up. Okay, you can do this with your palm. It would just look like this. Okay, and then you can come down here and do the same thing. A lot of times I'll actually grip with my fingers underneath and actually compress. These get so tight. So I'm squeezing a little bit, but the main emphasis of the pressure, of course, is just coming from my body, leaning, kind of tilting my butt up, kind of cat-cow style, and letting the pressure be effortless that way. But as I mentioned, I generally do this from stepping. You want to get as much of an angle as you can, kind of a 90-degree angle that will expose all these muscles you want. I'm using the ball of my foot primarily. I'm not going to put dead weight. I keep my heel on the ground, and then I press like this. And if they're kind of uncomfortable, you sense about foot to body contact, my feet are clean, but some people just don't like the feet on the body, so I would actually put a towel over this, but I buff my feet with a sander and everything, keep them real smooth so I can do this. It's a real nice way to give deep pressure, of course, to their level of comfort, easy on you as well. Most of the real masters of Thai massage that I've studied with, of course there's countless, advocate stepping. It's just so powerful. Even in the Maori culture in New Zealand, if you're born feet first, that means you're going to be a healer. They have a very similar form of Thai massage there as well. It's probably all, similar roots. So after you do the upper part there of the arm, you can actually do this from here. This is a little unorthodox, but sometimes I do this just to kind of have my heel on the foot and then my ball of my foot on the arm, but it's a little wobbly. It's just something I play with. But the main thing I do here, switching sides, is like this. My angle's a little funny just because I'm trying to keep the camera line of sight open, but basically it's just compressing the midline of the lower arm, forearm, with the ball of your foot. Okay? You can see how her fingers are going up and down. In fact, just to switch over here real quick, maybe you'll see it better from the other side. Yeah, you can see how that looks. Just the ball of the foot on the midline of her forearm. Now, one thing I really, really like about this, notice how her fingers are going up and down? What you can do is, once you loosen it up a little bit, is I'm going to say, okay, you have to kind of get close to the kind of maybe midline and down. I'm going to do 3 points. I'm going to step and hold. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So go ahead and slowly, please, open this palm all the way. It's going to be hard for them. It's like, whoa, it's opening up all those tendons, and slowly close it all the way, make a fist. So all that gripping pressure we have with our hand, just to loosen that up and then relax. And then go down a little bit, and then step, or open as I step. And if it's too much, if they can't, just release the pressure. If they need more, you can add more. Make a fist, tight as you can. Okay, and one more time, right over the wrist. Open up the hand all the way. Close it. Yeah, so you're basically just opening it slowly, closing it slowly. Okay? Now the other thing I want to show you, switching back to this side again, once I do that, midline of the upper arm, midline of the lower arm, open and close if you want to go deep tissue. I don't do that every time. Is I take the wrist, by the way, you can do your hand work from here. The hand massage video that I have on this channel, I'll do all my hand work from here. It's great, okay? Then when I finish that, I put this up here. This is a really nice transition that I like. Immobilize, take this hand and slide it underneath, and then you're just going to lift up like that. Obviously not hyperextending, it's like a jiu-jitsu move, but it's a real nice stretch. Then what you're going to do is, you just lift up like this, okay? Totally loose and limp, and you see how my arm curved under like that? So one more time. It's the same arm that the recipient is. So if it's her left arm, it's my left hand. It's your outside hand, right side of your right arm. Right there, okay? Stretch up, and then you just hook it up like this. As you curve it around, you see how it just naturally grabs the arm. Because people want to hold on, you just tell them, okay, relax, and if they have a rotator cuff issue, whatever, and it's just too tense, don't force anything ever. But that's a great move. Now, one thing I like to do from here, the tops of the fingers tend not to get a lot of attention in massage. So I step on it with the blade of my foot. See that? Blade of my foot. Right on the joints. Compress, release, just like all other Thai massage. Compress, release, of course, gently. Compress, release, and slowly go up till you get to the wrist, or to all the layers of the hand and the metacarpals, and then the wrist. And slowly up the midline of the forearm. And this right here, doing the forearm from this position, is the reason I like to do the arms and the hands from the recipient face down, or prone. Because when they're face up, it's real hard to get this angle. The trade-off is they have to have their face kind of turned to the side for a few minutes longer while you do the arms, but if their neck is flexible enough and they're not fidgeting from being face down with the neck being uncomfortable, I would think it's a worthy investment. And then another thing here, right here, kind of like how I do on the lower legs with stomach 36, this region, pretty much all the areas, the joints, are loaded with acupoints. This region right here, at the where the crease of the elbow ends, right there, is large intestine 11, major acupoint. So I spend some extra time there in this whole region. Like you'll just feel it where it receives your pressure the most, so to speak. Hang out there. I guess technically I'm a little off large intestine 11. I'm a little more distal, but it's so opening. Because so much of hand tension is all the tendons and ligaments that attach. So I spend a little extra time by the joint. And the joints, pretty much of all the body. It's all the crossings and the joints of energy. Okay? And there you have a little short, snappy little sequence for the arm and the hand. So check that out, see how you feel. And of course do both sides. I'm just trying to be quick, sensitive to your time. But thanks for tuning in. Practice well and be well, my friends.